Living so far inside the Arctic polar circle can be really pricey to travel the world if you would like to see much more than only Norway in the Arctic. So stay tuned to follow this up. I will show you in this video which hassle you have to overcome and how difficult it can be or cannot be to travel to Europe or other parts in the world.
But traveling always starts with an early morning, especially if you need to catch the first morning flight at 6:30, seeing the Northern Lights for the last time the next upcoming days. You never know what you can expect on the way to the airport, on icy slippery roads in the cold darkness. Often there are some trucks blocking the road, and this could be enough that you miss your flight, or moose can jump in front of your car. The local airport is about 1.5 hours away, and it's placed in the middle of the island region up north, where people from Narvik, Harstad, Vesterålen and Lofoten can reach it. For some regions it's only 30 minutes and other more than 60 minutes to get there to the airport. It's a pretty small airport, and the check-in it goes often fast. Unfortunately has Norwegian changed, and there are nearly no Norwegians working for this airline anymore, and they outsourced the customer service somewhere else in Europe. They don't even offer free coffee. Average ticket for getting from the north to Oslo is often from 100 to 180 euros per flight, only for getting from the northern Norway to Oslo. Oh man, I can say it's not really often that you see that, but I got blessed with some amazing sunrise colors, as you can see in this footage here. The flight duration is about nearly 2 hours. When you finally arrive in Oslo, most of the time if you fly with different airlines you have to check in again. I'm not quite sure if there's a workaround, but I heard that some people, if they fly with several airlines but they booked it somewhere else on booking.com or with a travel agency, that they avoid to go through this process.
As you see, I'm now at the Oslo International Airport. This is the only international airport in whole Norway. So everything has to go through Oslo, in and out. You may have some charter flights where you can go directly to other parts in Europe or outside Europe, but everything is normally happening here. So they actually have some snow and they have difficulties with some delays. So it'll be interesting to see what will happen later with our flights. One thing I can say, at least, it's really pricey to buy some food here, and even a beer. If you're in the international, there's no tax-free. So it's about for 0.6, it's about 1 pint for 160 kroners. So it's about 16 euros. So just figure out how to pass the time. I went 3:30 this morning to be sure that I don't have any delays. And if I travel with 2 different airlines, you have to have some margins. Especially there had been so many delays the last 2 to 4 weeks due to snow and weather conditions. So people actually miss their flight when you have to pay a whole new ticket.
I can tell it had not been easy to spend like 9 hours at the Oslo airport. Especially it's Norway, it's quite expensive if you buy food or beer. It's about, let me guess, 20% maybe more expensive compared to other European airports. Anyway, I had to put in some safety margins if my flight would have been delayed or I had to catch a different flight, but I'm still able to reach my flight from Oslo to Paris and from Paris to Morocco without paying a new ticket again. I like Oslo airport pretty much. It's super clean and well organized. It was so funny, I had seen some nice art pieces here at the airport, and there was a guy standing and he does not look so happy about me filming him, but I waited a long time and he never moved away, so I just get it done and get the footage for you.
Good morning. I have to give you a little bit update what happened yesterday, and after I boarded the plane and I was hoping it's finally going really quick and at the airport in Oslo, but it has been snowing all day, and apparently it seems to be that we never had seen snow. So we was sitting 1 hour in the plane before it take off,
So yeah, that's why I did not got my flight to Rabat, to Morocco, from Paris to from Paris to Rabat. So now I'm in the hotel in Paris. It's outside the airport. It's maybe only 2 stations with a train, and I don't know how long it would be if you would walk. But here I can keep you an update how a room in Paris looks alike. Oh, the interesting part is the bathroom. It was so narrow. It's kind of funny here, especially if you have to sit there. As travel can be, it was a big turnover for me yesterday, and also a long day. I started at 2:30, so I was really tired. And yeah, you never know what will happen. Everything can happen. So normally everyone should live its life if it would be the last one. Here at the airport in France, it seems really complicated. I think they have several terminals which is not in one place, so it's a far way to go. Finally landed in Rabat. It's about 30 hours later when I started to travel. This has been the slowest embarking ever from a plane.
Traveling for my second time outside Europe is very interesting. I did not know that my location is the main capital of Morocco where the king is living. That explains all the police and heavy armed guards with machine guns walking all day around. It's not allowed to take pictures, it can get you in trouble. I booked my stay at the hostel inside the Medina, which is an old city and a pretty good maze where you get easily lost.
What do you think about Morocco?
I love it here. It's really special. It's a city, it's a beach, has great people and places, and also a nice surf house. So, all good.
Those streets are narrow and filled with stray cats all over and the merchants sitting everywhere. It felt like an old town in a own society in a city which has connection to the bigger city. There are different surf spots nearby, but we have been surfing the most time at the closest beach, with a break and soft waves on a few bigger days. Locals were ripping the waves with short boards.
Well, finally we are coming to an end of this small holiday, and tomorrow it's the day to head back to northern Norway. It's about 5,500 kilometers up north. It's still warm, the sun is still shining, it has been a really good surf. And they are always good memories, and people see each other often twice in their life. So I'm really curious about if I will meet the guys from the Netherlands one more time or not. But one thing is sure, I will definitely go back to Morocco one time again, but it will be more south to explore this region. There should be also really good surf. I hope you liked this episode and follow it up.